There's been a disturbing news that has come in from the national capital, Delhi. He was one of the heroes. He was the coordinator of the team that had cleared the final challenge of the rescue operation in Uttarkashi. Remember, for 40 days, the miners and the workers who were trapped, the rat miner team had cleared the final challenge. But now, a DDA demolition drive has sparked a furor after one of those coordinators' house, Waqil Hassan's house in Khajuri Khas, was demolished. That man you see on your screen and his house that was demolished. He has spent the night on the street. Waqil Hassan has said that the police also dragged Munna Qureshi, the man now you see on your screen who was hailed as a hero to clear the final challenge. Their phones were snatched as well, and a wall has been immediately erected on the road as well. I want to immediately bring in Ashutosh Mishra for the latest on that. Ashutosh, this is very disturbing, and when Waqil Hassan also spoke, you could see the sense of desperation. He couldn't believe that the DDA has carried out. Apparently, he had assurances from the politicians, Ashutosh, that this will not happen.
Well, I could never have thought, Pooja, that this will happen someday. And I was the first to break that story during Silkyara operation, that now the rat miners have been roped in to rescue the 41 trapped workers when technology, machinery, everything failed. These two national heroes, the team of 12, that's Munna Qureshi, that's Waqil Hassan. And these two people, the 12-member team, literally made that possible. And this is the day. Just 3 months ago, remember the celebration, Pan-India, these are the national heroes, were celebrated, were honored, even in the national from east to west, north to south, they were honored. And just 3 months later, what happens? He is rendered homeless. That's the tarpaulin, one sheet, and this is exactly where they spent their night, with wife, one daughter, one son, and now all you see is literally lying here on the road. India Today was the first to pick up these stories, that how DDA, and remember, what I see here is literally shocking. I'm going to this part of the house which was demolished. This is the structure that has been raised. Look at this. 9:30 morning DDA arrived, they demolished the entire house and erected literally a wall. It is so fragile, I can see that. Beyond this wall, that's the house structure which has been demolished. There were several attempts even years before have been made. Since 2018, their electricity connections were literally disconnected. And only the honorarium they received during the Silkyara operation, they also borrowed some loan.
Is that Waqil Hassan behind you? Can you just quickly get in a word? Because Waqil Hassan called me yesterday when I spoke to him. He was desperate. He was pleading for help. I had reported from this house. So I know what this house looked like earlier. There was a DDA demolition threat, and it is sad that it is carried out without any redressal for him. Did he spend the night outside? Can he explain to you, Ashutosh, what happened overnight and this morning with him?
Exactly here, Pooja, on the street where he spent night. And in fact, right after India Today broadcasted the story of the demolition, the national hero has been rendered homeless. The DDA officials came to meet him and told him that, look, media to 2 दिन में चला जाएगा, फिर आप क्या करोगे? They even offered to accommodate him temporarily in some guest house. But Waqil Hassan, 3 महीने पहले देश भर में मिला सम्मान और 3 महीने बाद आज सड़क पर।
बहुत दुख हो रहा है सर, जो हमने किया है देश के लिए, उसका हमें सिला मिल रहा है। बहुत दुख है हमें इस चीज़ का कि ऐसा हुआ हमारे साथ। हमने ये उम्मीद नहीं की थी कि कहीं ना कहीं तो चलो ठीक है, एक ये माहौल है, चीज़ अलग है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं ये चीज़ तो देखे, हमने भी कुछ कंट्रीब्यूशन हमारा भी है देश के लिए, तो देश को हमारे लिए भी, सरकार को हमारे लिए भी सोचना चाहिए।
Tears in eyes, and one could feel that 33 lakh rupees, he sold all his properties back at home and got this house registered in 2013, and now is returned literally homeless. That's the daughter, that's the son, and that's Munna Qureshi. These two people, easily you can recognize the face. Munna, जब आप आए थे तब यहाँ क्या हो रहा था?
सर, जब हम आए थे हमारा बहुत सम्मान किया गया था, यहाँ पे बहुत वो था। जब उत्तराखंड से हम आए थे और लोगों ने बहुत प्यार दिया, हमारी पूरी पब्लिक ने प्यार दिया। आए थे, मनोज तिवारी जी भी आए थे, हमें 25-25 हजार रुपए दे के गए थे, उसका बदला लिया। ये प्लॉट तोड़ा गया हमारा, उसी का ही बदला लिया गया, हमें तो ऐसा लग रहा है। नहीं तो उन्होंने
the people, you know, national hero, and 3 months, this is how you are literally. These are the images, and that explains actually the situation of workers like Waqil Hassan. Hope the authorities and governments are taking acknowledgement of these, and they will be at least compensated for this loss. Back to you, Pooja.
Ashutosh, because it's you know heart-wrenching to see Waqil Hassan in tears. He was the man when we interviewed him in December. This was a hero's welcome at this house by his family. And why wasn't, and I speak to the politicians here, whether it's Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal of the Aam Aadmi Party, whether it's the BJP Member of Parliament Manoj Tiwari, you were all there, all hailing these rescuers, these ones who had cleared the challenge. Now nobody wants to reach out to them. Nobody wants to approach of why his house has been demolished, even if it is illegal construction, as the Delhi Development Authority has said that there was a protocol that had to be followed. One house in that lane has been demolished without a redressal given to him. In tears today, who is answerable that at least a chance should have been given for an option to Waqil Hassan? And Ashutosh Mishra continues to bring us that story and talking to them. Let's listen in to more reactions. Waqil Hassan speaking to Ashutosh.
खुशी के आंसू थे और आज
दुखी क्या?
बहुत खुश थे, इतना खुश थे, बहुत खुश थे। उस दिन मनोज तिवारी जी मिले थे, हम इतना खुश थे बहुत। उस दिन इतना रोया था मैं उत्तराखंड में भी, वहाँ घर पे आने के बाद भी खुशी इतनी थी बहुत। और आज हमें गम है, आज हमारे चेहरे उदास हैं इसीलिए।
Thank you for getting us that reaction. And you see my story there on the ground report in December. This was the house as it looked like when they were celebrating a hero's welcome. They had managed to construct it, but DDA has arrived saying it was illegal construction and demolished this small house that the family had built over the years. For such heroes, remember, couldn't have been an option at least provided for a redressal to them, to Waqil Hassan. That day showing a victory sign, today in tears. Not something that we should have had to watch at this point. A lot of questions, and we hope that the DDA has more answers to what led to this immediate demolition. Ashutosh Mishra with the latest.